Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the future of the water and wastewater industry and the careers you didn't know about. I'm your host, Dave Kosminski, and we are here live at the ACCAVE Annual Technical Conference and Vendor Expo at the AquaTurf. And I have a very special guest with me for this episode, and she is actually the chair now of the Connecticut section. Okay. Ingrid, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Awesome. It's Ingrid Jacobs, ladies and gentlemen. And she has been, you're coming up on the end of your term almost.
Yes, my term will end in May.
Ah, yes. Okay. So tell me, before we get to your chair responsibilities, how did you get into the water industry? Now, what utility do you work with now?
Currently, I'm working with Aquarion Water. It's a large investor-owned utility here in New England, in Connecticut, Mass, and New Hampshire.
Ah, okay. And how many customers does Aquarion have now? Total?
Customers were probably around 250,000 customers, primarily in Connecticut.
In Connecticut, wow. Wow,
Yeah.
Unbelievable. I had Len on earlier this afternoon and so forth.
Oh, yeah?
Yes, he was.
An Aquarion alum.
Yeah, exactly, and so forth. So, so how did you get into the water industry?
I started out at Weston and Sampson, a consulting firm.
Okay.
As a young engineer right out of UConn. I did primarily wastewater work, but a little bit of water, drinking water, and stormwater. Spent about 21 years as a consultant.
Okay.
And wanted an opportunity to learn the drinking water industry from a different perspective.
Nice. Okay.
I was fortunate to join Aquarion a little less than 3 years ago.
Wow. Wow. And now, what is your official job title there?
Official title is Manager, Water Resources and Infrastructure Planning. I usually describe it to most folks as I'm the planning manager.
Okay, all right. Infrastructure. We don't have any aging infrastructure in this state, do we?
Not at all.
Not at all. That's I think we're all behind the eight ball there. My God,
absolutely,
it's unbelievable. So, when you graduated high school into college, did you have a career path kind of planned out at all, or how did that happen?
It was completely different from what I'm currently doing now. I had hopes of being a computer engineer, computer science and engineering. I actually started out in that field at UConn and realized that I did not like sitting behind a computer all day.
Didn't like the zeros and ones.
The zeros and ones and, coding. It was not for me.
It's an acquired taste, that's for sure.
Absolutely.
That's for sure.
Fortunately, I had a great counselor who encouraged me to stay in the School of Engineering.
Okay.
And I joined the civil engineering program. And at that time, UConn was just building their environmental program.
Okay. Now, is that at the Storrs campus?
The Storrs campus,
yes.
Yeah.
So that's they've got quite an excellent engineering program out there now.
They do. It's a great program. Even back then, it was one of the better programs.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Excellent.
Yeah, I got exposed to transportation structural, but I didn't really like those too much, and environmental services and water really spoke to me. So I was fortunate to get a position in that role.
Now your path to Aquarion, did you respond to a job opportunity, or how did that work out?
Actually, my current boss, Dan Lawrence.
Oh, okay.
Was my mentor and boss at Weston and Sampson when I first started.
Ah, okay. There we go. There's another familiar name.
Exactly, yes.
Tell Dan we're going to put him on notice. He's going to be on the podcast.
Absolutely. We'll let him know.
Yeah.
And then I worked for Dan for 16 years, and he got the opportunity to go to Aquarion. And I ventured off and went to another consulting smaller firm, Environmental Partners. And then when the opportunity came up to join Aquarion, I jumped at it. And to work with Dan again. So
it's amazing how small, if you would, the water community is. I mean,
absolutely.
The dots, connecting the dots. It's like, okay, oh yeah.
I know. And it's great here being at ACCAVE. You get to see everyone. And
well, it is. It is. And one of the things that I tell all my students, in my water and people class, okay, from that standpoint, okay. Never underestimate, the power of networking, because you never know, okay, who you're going to meet, who you're going to shake hands to, who you're going to introduce, or who they're going to be introduced to you, that, you know, you may need their services, or vice versa.
Vice versa, absolutely.
You know,
yeah.
the thing is, oh, I know somebody, or I know a guy, or I know a girl, or,
Yeah.
you know, that's the thing, you know.
Yeah.
I have, you know, my students a lot of times, you know, so we're going back and forth to class, or, you know, I bring them down to the town hall, and, you know, we're driving in a car and so forth, and everybody's waving. He says, is there anybody that you don't know in town? You know?
I know.
So, hey, how you doing? Yeah. So, you know, so now primarily, are you, what office are you on Lindley Street or
Yes, Lindley Street in Bridgeport.
800 Lindley Street, right?
600.
600. I knew it was
Yes,
100. You know,
yeah.
well, from there. So
Yes.
I can remember, you know, first getting involved in a section. I was involved in the cross connection committee and so forth. And I don't know if you remember Bob Starkey, who was he was the guru in the state as far as for cross connection. He ran the cross connection program for back in the day. It was Bridgeport Hydraulic, you know, and so he was the guy. We used to make many ventures down to Lindley Street, you know, at our cross connection meetings. So, you know, now it's, you know, everything is a Zoom meeting now,
Yes.
or whatever. So,
Yeah.
so how did you get involved in the section? Let's.
That actually started when I was still with Weston and Sampson. At the time, Jack Joels
Okay.
and Chris Wester, they were part of the Associates Committee.
Yes.
And they wanted to do different things and offered me the opportunity to join the Associates Committee, recommended that I join the Associates Committee.
Okay.
So I went to a couple meetings and was volunteered, asked to be the the vice chair.
It's called voluntold.
Voluntold. To be the vice chair, and I said, sure, I could try, why not? And it's a great group of folks.
Oh yeah.
They're very helpful.
Yes.
And at the time that the chair of the section, he had an unfortunate accident one winter day, and I ended up chairing the meeting, and that
Okay.
was my first time chairing a meeting with a group.
They threw you into the deep end of the pool.
They threw me into the deep end, absolutely. But everyone was so helpful and generous. And then the following year, I became chair,
Okay.
which is a great opportunity.
So you didn't go through the chairs of the advisory, you know,
No,
right up the ladder.
right up the ladder.
All right.
They were looking for new folks, and right now the Associates Committee is looking for new folks, and I encourage anyone they're looking for a place to start.
Sure.
That would be a great group to go and meet. They do great things for the section.
Oh, absolutely.
And then maybe 3 or so years after I was chair of the Associates Committee, I was approached to see if I'd like to join the board.
Okay.
And I joined the board as a second-year trustee because we had 2 openings that year.
Okay.
And since then I've just been
Moving up.
moving up.
Moving on up.
Yeah.
There you go. Fantastic. So,
Yeah.
who's vice chair now?
Alex Cosentino with MDC.
Okay. All right. So he's going to be moving up and
He's
so
moving
forth.
up, yes,
So,
yeah.
exactly. So yeah, the section it's a great bunch of people.
Yes.
You know, it takes a village, and there's so many. And again, it's a volunteer organization, so it's you have to credit the water utilities for allowing participation, because I know that sometimes it gets a sticky topic. You know, when you're time away from your job and all that kind of stuff to go to events like this, but to be involved in doing the things that we do in the water industry as far as that goes. So
Yeah, there's so many benefits, like you said, networking, not just a technical program, but opportunities to reconnect and
sure.
build relationships.
Now, are obviously you're an engineer, but are you a certified operator at all?
No.
Okay.
Since I've only been on the utility side a couple years,
Okay.
I haven't had an opportunity to pursue that yet. But
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, Aquarian has both surface water and groundwater sources, correct?
Yes.
And so forth. Yeah. And your biggest reservoir is where now?
Our
Wilton?
biggest is Saugatuck, so that is in, what's that? Wilton, Weston, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Mm.
So wow. So it's the type of thing that the water utility is, from a standpoint again, Aquarion is again letting our listeners know in perspective. Okay, we have municipals, we have quasi publics, and we have investor owns, and obviously you guys are the investor owns.
Yes,
Okay, along
yes.
with RWA. No,
Connecticut Water.
Connecticut Water,
Yes,
right?
yes.
As far as that goes, so now your obviously your CEO now for Aquarion is
Don Morrissey?
Dan Morrissey.
Yes, yeah.
Okay, because
Yeah.
he's been around a while.
Yes, he's been in the water utility industry for, I think, close to 30 years.
Yeah, yeah.
So, and Aquarion is currently a fully owned subsidiary of Eversource.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes. How did that transition go?
That was before my time, but I think it went well. They've helped us to grow Aquarion and continue to meet the needs of our customers. And
Yeah.
we recently acquired Torrington Water
Okay. Yes.
at the end of last year.
Right. That's
So-
Bob Wisniewski.
No, that was Avon.
Avon. Oh, Bob.
Avon Water.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is Suzanne
Oh,
yeah.
Shovanovsky.
Sylvanowski.
Yes, okay.
Yes, yeah.
Suzanne and I actually, she was president of CWWA, and I was chair of the section
Oh, nice.
at the same time. So we have, and Suzanne actually is, I think, retired for the most part. I think she's officially finishing out this summer. I think they still have her on the books.
Yes, yeah. She's still helping us out. A great asset for us. So
Yes,
yeah,
a lot of knowledge base there.
absolutely. Yeah.
for sure. So
Knowledge base experience. Great folks at Torrington Water. So
Yeah.
we're very, very happy
Yeah.
about that.
how many customers on Torrington's Water? And that's an investor owned also.
That was investor owned as well.
Yes,
yeah.
yes.
And another system that's been around for quite some time.
Yep.
I believe it was about 10,000 customers.
Okay. All
A
right.
little over 10,000.
Sure. So that
Yeah.
you brought them into the fold.
Yes, brought them into the fold.
So okay. So on a personal side, what do you like to do for fun?
Well, I'm married and I've got 2 high schoolers.
Okay.
Which I can't believe. It seems like they were babies.
Okay.
Just so being with the family, watching movies with our family.
Okay.
We try to do Friday movie nights.
Nice.
I love to read
Okay.
and just hang out with the dog and stuff.
Good. What
Yeah.
kind of dog you have?
Black Lab mix.
Oh.
Yeah, rescue.
Yeah.
So
Now, what high school do the kids go to?
Manchester High.
Manchester High.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Nice. Okay. There you go. And what are their future ambitions as far as careers? Any inklings there?
Unfortunately, no water industry as much as I tried.
Oh, okay. All right.
But my son is thinking about maybe psychology.
Okay.
And my daughter, she's not quite sure yet. She's a freshman, so she's got a little bit of time.
Okay. Yeah. She's got a little time. Okay.
Yeah.
So nice. All right. Any other hobbies as far as that goes? Hiking or skiing, or golfing?
I don't like the cold, so no skiing, no winter sports.
Okay.
I do like hiking. I'm a terrible golfer.
Okay. Well, you and me both.
Yes.
I'm one of those tournament golfers. You give your sponsor fees. You give
Exactly.
and ride around in the cart.
Yeah. You volunteer to help out, but you don't actually play.
Yeah, exactly. Or if you do play, it's oh god, here we go.
Yeah.
Go there. So, excellent. Well, thank you for coming down.
Thank you for having me.
I think the section is very lucky to have you, and
Thank you.
it's good to see all the new folks, and I've been around in the water industry. This is going to be my 50th year. Coming January, I'm going to be saying adios, retiring from the town of Portland, and so forth. So it's time, to get to go from there. And
You will be dearly missed.
well,
Yeah.
we'll try to stay involved. The podcast is something that has been a passion for me as far as succession planning and bringing young folks in there, or at least making them aware of the industry.
Right.
As far as that goes. So if we can do that and start refilling the pipeline, so to speak, I think we can make a difference.
Absolutely, yes. Yeah. The more young folks, the more diverse, the more different experiences,
Exactly.
the better opportunities we have to solve
Sure.
today and future problems.
Sure. If you were to give advice to a high school senior, college freshman, what would you say to them?
I think don't worry about making a misstep.
Uh-huh.
Keep working hard. There are many opportunities out there that you're not aware of. Keep dreaming. Keep looking ahead,
Yep, yep.
and the world is there for you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And the umbrella of careers in the water industry is a very big umbrella. So,
Right.
you know,
Yeah.
whether
It's
it be
not just engineering.
engineering, whether it be operators, whether it be certified operators, distribution, treatment plant operators, even,
Yeah.
you know, meter readers, construction,
Customer
HR.
service, HR.
The list goes on and on, you know,
Yeah.
as far
Yeah.
as that goes.
There's so many. It's called support roles, but there's so many support roles for the industry. It's not just engineering or the operators, but
Absolutely.
yeah,
absolutely.
great opportunities for very stable.
Fantastic. All righty.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for coming down. I
Thank
appreciate
you.
it.
Thank you.
And good luck on the remainder of your tenure as section chair.
Thank you.
And,
It's been an honor.
Oh, it's an honor to have you. So, all right, ladies and gentlemen, that concludes this episode of our Future of the Water and Wastewater Industry and the Careers You Didn't Know About. And Ingrid Jacobs was in the house, chair of the Connecticut section, AWWA, and we're glad to have her. And she's going to be finishing out her term and little conference in June, right?
May.
May. So thanks, Ingrid. I appreciate it.
Thank
All
you.
right.